Hi everyone. I'm back again tonight. Going to revisit another film that we have reviewed in the past, and that film is 2001: A Space Travesty, starring Leslie Nielsen. Uh, the reason why I am revisiting it again is because we got some dislikes on the video. Well, we got 3 thumbs up and then 2 thumbs down. I'm guessing we got the thumbs down because people think this movie's a big pile of crap. I mean, it's not a great movie, but it's just one of those films that you just watch it because Leslie Nielsen's in it. That's all. And the thing is, he is very funny in this movie, and I think it's absolutely worth watching because it's Leslie Nielsen. How can you not love Leslie Nielsen when he did those like Zucker brother type comedies? And this is sort of in that realm of. I wouldn't say the Zucker brothers would approve of this movie, but it has Leslie Nielsen, and he definitely shows in this film why he was the best at these type of films, these spoof type movies. Why he was the best one for these, because I'm telling you, there are lines in this film that I'm sure if it was given to another actor, they wouldn't have been funny. But I actually laughed at a lot of his lines in this movie. Of course, there were some that sort of fell flat, but yeah. And then, of course, you watch like the other actors, like sort of saying the same kind of like in the realm, you know, spoof type of lines in this film, and you see how great he is because you're not really laughing at the other actors sort of delivering these lines, but when he delivers them, you're laughing, and that's why I love this. I wouldn't say I love this movie, but it's why I like this movie because it just shows off how great Leslie Nielsen is. If you just stuck him in one of these films, trust me, he's going to be the best part about the film, even if it is a big piece of crap like this movie. But yeah, I rewatched it today. I was finding myself laughing quite a bit during this movie. I don't know if it was good laughing. Like there's a lot of moments where the joke is just so bad that you can't help laughing. But you're still laughing. Take for instance, I was I recently watched Mr. Accident. I did another review on that. Go check that out if you want to get bored. But yeah, Mr. Accident. I was not laughing during that movie at all. Like I said, I maybe laughed once during that movie, and this movie I laughed quite a bit. That's saying something right there because I tend to like to count my laughs while I'm watching a movie, and if I can like actually keep track of my laughs during the movie, that means that the movie more than likely is not a great movie because you want to laugh a lot to the point where you stop keeping track of your laugh count, which is what I did with this movie. I lost track because a lot of the stuff in the movie was making me laugh. Whether it was bad or good, it was still making me laugh. Um, yeah, there's a lot of stuff I can say that's bad about this movie. The editing, for instance, is horrendous. Like, it would just cut to something really quickly and just go back to, like, Leslie Nielsen, and you're just, like, sitting there going, what was it? I, like, sort of missed it. And it would do that constantly during the movie. I think they were, like, trying to show, like, little jokes, visual jokes here and there. Problem is that they would go to them so quickly that you were sort of just, like, thrown off guard, and you're like, okay, what's going on? The next thing you know, it's, like, back to, like, Leslie Nielsen. You're like, I sort of wanted to see what was going on there. It sort of just cut it really quickly and cut it back. I didn't have time to like sort of you know look into that and see what the hell was going on there. So there was lots of this bad editing in this movie. Like it was almost like watching a Baz Luhrmann movie. You know how much he likes to fucking cut the fuck out of his movies. Like in a Baz Luhrmann movie, you're just I don't know how much the average length of his shots are in his movies, but it's very low, very low. It's sort of why I can't really watch his films because I go nuts if I see too much like editing going on, too much cutting, and that was sort of what's happening here. But but I can get over it. You know, if you have Leslie Nielsen, I can overlook that. But yeah, just bad editing in this film. The story's pretty bad. There's this guy on another planet that's cloning world leaders. They even show like Saddam Hussein getting cloned, and then they show like he clones Bill Clinton, and he put the evil clone Bill Clinton in the office, so Leslie Nielsen has to go and get the real Bill Clinton who's on the planet, and then try to get him back in the office. So he does that, and then they find out that the clone that Leslie Nielsen put in was actually the evil one. So now Leslie Nielsen has to go and put the that one back, swap them around or whatever. It's the plot's kind of a mess, and yeah, I really liked the whole thing at the end where all the world leaders come together, even though it was just like the Pope, and then you had like Madonna and a really piss poor like Hulk Hogan look-alike. Like he didn't even look like Hulk Hogan. I'm sure if he didn't have the Hollywood bandana on, I wouldn't even know it was supposed to be Hulk Hogan. And they had like a Prince impersonator. They had trying to remember them all. There's a lot. There's a George Bush Senior impersonator. There is a Bill Clinton. There's a Hillary Clinton. The Hillary Clinton really looked good. I was like, whoa, she actually does look a lot like Hillary Clinton. Trying to think. Did I say Madonna? There's a Madonna one. And of course the three tenors or whatever. Pavarotti. And I don't know the names of the other two guys, but there's the Pavarotti guy was actually making me laugh a lot in this movie. Like I wish he sort of got more screen time because he was really funny. But I mean, I'm fine with what he got. He did his job. I can say that. But yeah, there's a lot of jokes in this movie that just don't work. Yeah, I can't really name them right now, but I'm sure if you watch this movie, you'll see what I'm talking about with that. Like, there's this moment where where Leslie Nielsen's like putting on a disguise. He's putting on like this beard, and all of a sudden, like he pops up, and there's like two condoms on the beard, two used condoms, and the lady's like, "Oh, you have these on your beard," and he's like, "Oh," it's like, "You can keep them," and it's just like, why are those used condoms on the beard? Like, was there possibly a scene that they shot where there's maybe like sex going on and they toss the condoms and then they land on the beard? I don't know where those condoms came from, but okay. I know there's a lot to be talked about with this film, but I think I've mentioned the main points of this. Leslie Nielsen is what makes this film and why I like this film. It's just something to watch because Leslie Nielsen sadly has passed away. Luckily, I did back in the day when I was younger. I actually sent him some fan mail, and I got this little signature back from him. It says right there, "Kyle, luck and laughs, Leslie Nielsen." So he did answer his fan mail back in the day, so that was awesome. I sort of wish he would have signed it on that side, but I don't know. He must have just picked it up, signed it, tossed it away. So I'm happy I got that. I have that little memento from Leslie Nielsen. When Matt and myself rated this film last time, I think we gave it 5.5 embraces out of 10. The thing is that we did not have that Riley rating, which I'm sure none of you know about. The Riley rating is a rating that we would give like bad movies because we know that people will sort of like look at our embrace rating and go, "Oh my god, are you kidding me? That movie's terrible. Why are you giving it such a high rating?" But if we give it a Riley, it sort of says, "Hey, this rating is sort of like a cautionary rating." I think if we actually gave Riley's to the original review, we wouldn't have gotten so many thumbs down ratings on our video. So in this case, I'm going to give this movie a good 7 Rileys out of 10. It's not in braces, so the Riley meter is just meant to say that this is mainly because, you know, it's not a great movie, but we still loved it, and we know that other people will not. So this is like a sort of just cautionary rating because of our love for Leslie Nielsen. So with that, I will probably start naming this show, because I don't think it's going to be a while till you see Matt and myself get together. I think I'm going to call this show probably like the boring movie guy, because I know how boring these videos are. So yay, we got a name for this show. It's the boring movie guy, because I know how boring I am, and if you have actually made it this long through the video, I salute you, because I know I probably would have fell asleep at the 2-minute mark. So anyway, sayonara everyone, and yeah, stay safe.